Blink and you could very well, like us, almost miss it. Clambered into an open safari vehicle well before dawn one wintry morning 2 weeks ago, the crew had one very specific mission: to locate, photograph, and film the two remarkably rare white lion cubs currently living on and beyond Ngala Private Game Reserve in South Africa. Before going into the details of this adventure, some Ngala history and some very important statistics are necessary. The guides are constantly asked how many white lions are left in the world. Although there are many white lions sadly being bred in captivity, there are currently only 3 documented white lions in the world that are living freely in the wild. And the breaking news is that not 1, but 2 of these 3 free-roaming wild white lions can now be seen at and beyond Ngala Private Game Reserve, Ngala, which rather aptly is the local Shangaan word for lion. And beyond Ngala is a 14,700-hectare, 36,500-acre Big 5 private game reserve that shares unfenced borders with the Kruger National Park and Timbavati Game Reserve. You may have heard of the world-renowned white lions of Timbavati. They were first officially discovered in 1938, although local African elders have regaled tales of their existence for centuries, and this white gene pool is actually unique to the greater Timbavati and southern Kruger area, where and beyond Ngala is situated. It is the only place in the world where white lions occur naturally, and their presence has contributed significantly to the region's healthy biodiversity. The famous white lions of Timbavati had long since disappeared from the area, seemingly never to return until 1 year ago. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story. Back in March of last year, and Beyond guide Lyle McCabe made an extraordinary discovery. Ngala had a new addition. Out of sensitivity for the fragile litter, the crew waited a few weeks before releasing the groundbreaking news that a beautiful white lion cub had made its first official debut on and beyond Ngala. The heartwarming photo of this precious new cargo, just a few days old, being delicately carried in the powerful jaws of its mother, captured by and beyond private guide Daryl Dell, immediately went viral and captured the hearts of wildlife lovers around the world. This fragile new addition was one of 4 cubs born to the Birmingham female of the well-known and well-documented Birmingham Pride, and although it wasn't officially announced at the time, another female within the same pride also gave birth during the same approximate time frame. Astonishingly, within her litter of just 3 cubs, 2 were white. Statistically, the survival rate of lion cubs, especially the white ones, is rather grim. Only 50% of lion cubs, even the tawny ones, survive their first year. So when a new coalition of 2 healthy, strong, and previously unseen male lions, the Ross males, suddenly emerged from the north last year, everyone feared the worst. Fierce battles for pride dominance ensued between the then dominant males and the new competing Ross males. In the end, the Ross males were victorious. The former leaders moved out, and as is customary when new males take over a pride, all of the Birmingham Pride's cubs, including the prized white trio, were sadly killed by the new victors in an effort to eliminate competition and bolster their own gene pool. So what are white lions called? This is another common question the guides get asked, and the answer is an important one. A white lion is not an albino lion. This is a common misconception. White lions are leucistic, which means that a recessive gene mutation actually makes their fur white, while their skin and eyes retain their natural pigment. There is no specific name or classification for a white lion. They are not a separate subspecies of lion. They hold the exact same classification, Panthera leo, as their tawny counterparts, and together, these big cats remain listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List of threatened species. The reason why white lions are so incredibly rare is because the mating female and the male must both possess the recessive gene in order to produce a white lion cub. The likelihood of both lions having this gene is extremely uncommon, which is why these pale-colored lions are so special. Although the unexpected birth of 3 white lion cubs last year temporarily ended the lengthy local extinction of these rare snow-colored cats, when the cubs were killed in the dominance takeover, everyone assumed it would be another few decades before we'd ever see this genetic mutation again. When news of and beyond Ngala's 4th white lion cub broke last November, it came as a complete surprise to all of us. As the Ross males took over the Birmingham Pride, they immediately began mating with the females, and the Birmingham female once again fell pregnant. This time she gave birth to a 4-cub litter, and to everyone's great astonishment, one of the cubs is in fact white. Now approximately 9 months old, this feisty little male white lion cub was recently joined by yet another gorgeous white lion cub, this one a female, born approximately 3 months ago to one of the other lionesses in the Birmingham Pride. Of course, being a conservation company that is committed to the ongoing protection and preservation of wildlife, the expert guides adhere to the strictest and most sensitive and responsible viewing practices in order to give these highly sought-after young felines the best possible chance of survival. Now back to the pre-dawn mission. As the crew trundled along the dirt road in complete darkness, the cameraman Thomas Vanderspoy casually claimed that they'd just driven right past the white lion cub. Hesitant to actually believe him, they eventually agreed to turn around and prove whether or not his glimpse was in fact the holy white grail they'd been looking for. Lo and behold, Thomas's eyes certainly weren't playing tricks on him in the low light, and there on the side of the road, densely snuggled right in the middle of a cozy cuddle huddle of lionesses and cubs, was in fact the 9-month-old white lion cub. The sun hadn't even risen yet, so they had the extraordinary opportunity to view the pride in complete silence without any other vehicles or voices present. In fact, seeing this rare new cub and its younger sibling was a safari first for the most seasoned of safari goers. Take Dyke Kosa, for instance. If you have visited and beyond Ngala, you will know that Dyke is an iconic and long-standing member of the Ngala family. Ngala is my home. I have been working in this private reserve for nearly 28 years, he says, beaming with pride. With nearly 3 decades of quality guiding under his belt, Dyke had never seen a white lion in the wild until last year, when the first of Ngala's 5 white lion cubs was revealed. And now, to be able to witness 2 of the world's 3 wild white lions playing together is yet another safari first. I waited 28 years to witness this, Dyke explains, but I always knew I was in the right place. There was a palpable aura of sadness when the new cubs were killed last year. When the 3 white lion cubs were taken out by the Ross males, none of us thought we'd ever see another white lion cub again, Dyke recalls. All of the guides, trackers, and people in the area are hoping that these 2 new white lion cubs make it through to adulthood and one day have cubs of their own. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.